After 30 minutes of ride by taxi from the international airport, I am arriving in Taipei, the capital of Taiwan. It is a vibrant metropolis and a major hub for high-tech industries, culture, and economics. Taipei City has a population of approximately 2.6 million people, and the larger Taipei metropolitan area, which includes Taipei City and Keelung, has a population of 7 million people. The first shocking thing was, as you can see in the background, there are many people in the parks, and this is Thursday, 5 a.m. in the early morning. First few minutes in Taipei, I'm staying in in-house hotel at the very center of the city. I arrived early in the morning, I got some rest, so now it's time to get some food, and as you can see, the city is fully awoken, and let's check out some restaurants. Okay, my very first food experiences, I went around the hotel. There were plenty of food places, but everything was pork. I did find some plate with shrimp and veggies right here, and some sesame drink that I'm gonna try. So yeah, let's see how it works. My food is getting ready. Oh, that looks good. The area around the in-house hotel where I stayed at is called Ximending district. I chose it because it's in the very heart of Taipei and it is connected to everything. Tons of shops, food, restaurant, and also it's a heart of the nightlife. If you want to experience Taiwanese food, nightlife, shopping, it is literally the place to be. And now we are trying Taiwanese dessert. Oh, thank you. Between LA and Taiwan, I had 14-hour flight, so I really enjoyed staying at in-house hotel. I didn't need to use a taxi to get into tons of stores, restaurants, use spa, and things like that. So this was the hotel's lobby, and now let me show you the room. And I just asked for the change of room because I wanted a view like this. And yes, now I'm very, very happy. Taipei at night. By the way, that's an interesting setup of the hotel because this is from my living room, but this is the bathroom where there are windows, obviously with big curtains that you can slide back. But yeah, I never had a bathroom at a hotel with a huge overlooking the city windows like this. So that's just a side note. I had a breakfast buffet in my hotel, and this is a lunch, and I found this restaurant around the hotel, and I ordered some absolutely delicious sushi and miso soup. I rested after a huge jet lag, and I'm starting sightseeing Taipei from an organized bike tour. So we have a meeting point 9 a.m. in the morning by the bike shop. I took an Uber to get here, which was pretty easy, and the tour is starting soon.
So the most important thing to remember about these bikes is that they only have one brake, and it's on the right hand side. So feel free to use your selfie stick or your camera, phone, whatever you like. That's great, I really like that. But please do so exactly how you're doing it with your left hand. Left hand only, because that way you can keep a hand on the brake at all times, just in case. Special of tours. I hope that's okay with everybody. Any history buffs? Okay. All right, cool, good, glad. All right, so all the way to what people first started coming here around 15,000 years ago. These are the ancestors of the Aborigines that are here today, the Austronesians. These people, they, around 6,000 years ago, they actually ventured out of Taiwan and participate in what is called the Austronesian expansion.
After riding around the city, we are taking some rest and having some Taiwanese food. So what is it called? One more time?
Youtiao, so it's oil steak. Literally translated.
We did
Don't literally translate it. So what you do is just take your cup here and just tear it open, and that way you can dip it inside.
Ah.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Pretty good, right?
And we are continuing the bike tour in Ximending market, where locals buy produce, meat, clothes, and other necessities.
Let me give you the story first. Picture this, okay? So out on the intersection out there, there'll be school buses that pull up, and then they'll have a bunch of children come out and line up single file, walk down the street here, place their offerings on that table, usually chips, cookies, fruit.
If you didn't catch it, the reason why the students come here, because this temple is devoted to the gods of tests. If you pray here, most likely you will pass your test. And after the temple, we took a walk along Ximending market.
You came here quite often, mostly staying in that Japanese hotel. It was one of the Japanese hotels, therefore it is the first example of Japanese colonial architecture that you'll see today. And you contrast that with the one across the street. Another Japanese colonial building, this one from 1919, this one from 1940. 1919, they built things a lot more decoratively. A very German Baroque-esque sort of building. Notable for the dome. It's pretty unique because it has these cool domes. And the domes are actually outfitted with copper tiles. So before air conditioning, they used copper and spraying water on the copper to evaporate the heat from the inside out. So that was evaporative cooling before there were electric evaporators and air conditioners. Outside of the city, but the reason that one looks so humble is because it used to be a high school. It was a Japanese exclusive high school. And then the government moved in there in, I think, the late 50s. The ROC government did not really have a lot of resources when they came here, definitely not a lot of money, and they were planning to go back to the mainland to reconquer from the communist bandits, so they really just took up whatever they could. So this building here is it's a church, clearly, in an English Gothic style. It's from 1916. Believe it or not, the same architect as the brown building, the Executive Yen, behind us.
The next stop is Liberty Square, where we are going to see Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall and National Theater, National Concert Hall, and beautiful gardens. We just made it to see the change of guards in Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. The Liberty Square is an absolute must when visiting Taipei. It offers magnificent views and iconic places to visit.
Statue of him inside there, looking very much the benevolent dictator. I'll give you the background out here because you should know that the context is certainly important. So, the 18th century, the 19th century, going from really 1850 to 1950, or end of World War II, is considered by Chinese to be the century of humiliation. It sounds dark, sounds deep. It's a dark time. So what's happening during this period is that the colonial empires, the European, the Western colonial empires, are taking bits of China, conquering little parts, taking treaty ports, opening up China, which didn't really want to be open. At least the Qing dynasty didn't want to open it, and thereby kind of leaving behind a bloody mess. So you should know that this idea of face, is really important to Chinese culture. Maybe a little bit too important. Many people have kind of rebelled against it. The confusion. The ugly is, this is a war. Things get ugly quick. And with the fighting against the communists, he orders the purge of over 1 million communists. Basically 9 out of 10 avowed communists were killed during this period. It was a take no prisoners policy. It was brutal, sure. In China, yeah. It was brutal, but it was maybe necessary. So if you'd like to hand me your phone here, I'm happy to, if you want to stand right here, right there, you get the bridge and the beautiful building. Again, the natives were prone to raid the cities. And so when this one was built, it was already the late 1800s.
West Gate.
Here, the first one is William Spring. It was from 1916.
1916, presidential building in Tudor style.
And then that's the National Bank or Taiwan Bank, not the Central Bank.
National Bank.
The bank, the state, partially state-owned, so it's the government, the national bank. And then on the left-hand side of it, we'll pass by it. You'll see a better view over there, but that's the judicial end, the last government building you'll see. And that one, right,
Longshan Temple.
Goddess effigy, the wooden effigy, she survived, and it's still inside there in the main hall. So if you go inside, you'll see her nicely situated in there.
Longshan Temple was established in 1783. It's one of Taipei's oldest temples. Right.
The Tiger Gate.
Oh.
And the tiger takes all the bad luck and you leave it behind.
And this gate was, what's the name of this gate?
Dragon Gate.
Okay. We went through Dragon Gate.
All of the other gods you can pray to for various things.
Right.
And the table here is where you can make offerings to them.
Mm. Cool.
Up and one down.
Okay, can you throw them one more time?
Oh,
So
that's 2 in a row.
So if one is up and one is down, when you throw those stones, it's good. It means all the wishes
One
come
up, one
through.
down. That's 3. That's
All your wishes gonna come through.
And apparently the gods here are not all that knowledgeable. So when you pray, you
Yes.
have to introduce yourself. And so you have to actually say,
And we are continuing our bike tour along Dadaocheng Pier Plaza.
Clean compared to most other.
What is
LA River, for
What is the
example.
river called?
This is the Danshui River,
And the mountains?
and the mountain is Yangmingshan. That's the national park. That's where all the good hot springs are.
Oh.
Where all the Japanese built their really nice hot spring villas. Beito is just that way, right there at the base of the mountain. So if you see that green right there, where that like the bright spot on the mountain over there, that's from the sun. But just below that, that's Beito right there. Right on the street here are the ones that were on sale some 400 years ago. Things like dried nuts and fruits, pickled vegetables, dried fish, tea, certainly, bird's nest for bird's nest soup, all sorts of stuff, candies and
stuffed children's toys.
yeah. So yep, sticky tofu certainly, plenty of good things to eat, and you'll see that it's a mix of products all on the street here. Mushrooms, forgot to mention that. You'll see the mushroom alley in a second. You'll see a mix of different architectural styles as well, because there have been, from the Ming Dynasty, people set up shop homes here, where it's like a loft where people lived, a kitchen in the back, and a shop in the front. And then the Qing Dynasty built larger masonry style buildings with big brick archways. And then the Japanese, many of them took a lot of those older buildings and retrofitted them and put on more decorative European-style Baroque facades.
And we are finishing our 4-hour, turned out to be 5-hour bike tour of Taipei at Dihua Street, known for its traditional architecture and bustling markets. Shout out to Mike, our wonderful guide from Taipei Bike Works, must do when visiting Taiwan. This is the first part of episode from my traveling in Taiwan. Follow me for second part of going around the island of Taiwan and more travel adventures. See you next time.